sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but I can check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride.
it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail, cause when she do, I don't know what. Need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback now. Told me that she good, she don't need that now. I'm real proud of the steps you took. It's a good, great place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Fournette on the carry.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A quick throw by Brady, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
LaShawn McCoy.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Rob Brown.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Fletcher Cox on
the 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
3rd and 11.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And with a play clock running out, Doug Peterson decides to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Sanders' first carry of the game. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Down by Shaq Barrett. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
And long.
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
It's now 3rd down.
And he's got Miller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady going to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll run it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. On first down, Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wentz now on first down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Second and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Nickel Roby brings him down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10.
At the Eagles' 20.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Brady now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap.
Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
That It's out to the left and complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And goal.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a play fake. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Another run here with Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Philadelphia.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey.
The 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
7.
The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. First down, Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
The 16-yard line.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Eagle first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a carry for Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Philadelphia.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
It's complete. He's got Gronk. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Second and 9. Another run with Sanders. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is Stellar mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
He was taken down by
a pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Number 13.
Mike Evans, 54 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jalen Richard now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
49-yard line.
First down. Richard. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield. And they get the throw. Set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Brady eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Raiders, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice it?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
First down
and that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Devin White on the tackle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
To the 49-yard line.
They go with Jacobs, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On this drive so far, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Vegas.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Carr to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. That throw by Brady incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady gives this one off to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down by Trayvon Mullen. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll go again to Jones.
46-yard line.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A gain of 20.
He got 29 yards that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Brady, his first running back, McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Suck up on for the point after.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And a slant hold in by Ruggs. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37.
From the gun, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr is going to find his running back. It's complete.
Carr's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now Carr again. And here's another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down at 7. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his target. touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 41, Raiders nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Jacobs.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 5. 1st down, Vegas. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flushed out right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he's all the way up past the 25. They're making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
29.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Brady going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Well, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.